WAOH is brought to you in part by Scooters Coffee. Visit Scooters Coffee today, East Market Street at Arlington, near the East End and former Goodyear World Headquarters.
Today I get to talk with Dan and Briana Flanagan, and they are with the Brain Enrichment Initiative. How are you today, guys?
We're wonderful. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we're so glad to have you on the show. We're going to just dive right in and go ahead and explain to our viewers, if they've never heard of you guys, because I know you're a newer organization. What is the Brain Enrichment Initiative?
So we've developed a 16-week brain wellness curriculum that's really geared towards self-management, social skills, relationship skills, dealing with adversity in life. And our program is unique in the fact that it's taught through peer-to-peer mentorship in schools. So really our staff, our Brain Enrichment Initiative staff, teaches the curriculum to mentors who are ideally 8th, 9th, or 10th graders in public, private, or charter schools. And then, Sarah, they in turn teach it to mentees that are call it 4th through maybe 7th grade.
Wow, that is such a cool program. So now, has it already started? Is this already happening in schools?
Yeah, so we're live in Akron Public Schools.
Wonderful.
We're working in Bookdale right now in Akron East. We have East going on Tuesdays, Bookdale's going on Thursdays. We're wrapping up week 8 right now of the program, and we're in a 12-week program with them. And yeah, it's exciting. Kids are growing, getting better every day.
And so then after this program is over, will you then in turn start a new program? I know it's getting kind of close to the end of the year. Will it start in the fall? What does that look like? Briana, do you want to?
Yeah, so our hope is to sign up some more schools up and coming for next year.
Okay.
So we're kind of in the works right now of finalizing with APS, Akron Public, and then we're hoping to be in more schools in Summit County shooting for next school year.
That's wonderful. Well, I hope you go to my kids' schools. I have all 3 in Akron Public, and so maybe
Nice.
they will get to hear
That's awesome.
that you have to offer. Speaking of that, can you go ahead and just explain what you are teaching in the program? If you guys want to bounce back and forth, you're welcome to, but go ahead and start, Briana.
Yeah, of course. So really the curriculum is focused on social emotional learning, and then we tie it with brain wellness. So social emotional learning is self-reflection, self-awareness, self-management, and then boosting self-esteem. And then we're tying that with education really on their brain. So things like sleep studies, things that good nutrition, things like that really are going to fuel their brain and also get them ready to learn on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. Wow. What important information. Dan, what made you want to start this? Why is this important to you to get this information out to these kids?
Well, it's sort of a lifetime of dealing with mental illness personally and really directly and indirectly through my family.
Okay.
So my dad's had struggles since I was 5 years old. My brother's had mental illness struggles the majority of his life. I'm coming up on 6 years of sobriety.
Okay.
And when I got sober and started to gain a lot of clarity and focus, I read a book actually called The End of Mental Illness by Daniel Amen. And my brain just started going. And I thought, how could we turn years of pain into purpose? And so we started spitballing ideas. And actually my dad had some ideas about mentorship that he really liked. And I thought about, when I read this book, there was just so much in there. It was really a blueprint for every single diagnosis and how people can get better. So I just started thinking, what if we built a curriculum that we could tie to mentorship and roll it out to schools? And 50% of mental illness now, Sarah, starts before the age of 14.
And I believe it. And I know, there's so many reasons why, as you guys know from studying this as well. But I know social media is just a huge part of that as well, yes. Especially in teens and preteens. And teaching them these skills that you were just talking about, Briana, is so important. And teaching them why it's happening and teaching them what is happening in their brain.
Yeah, from the research we conducted really 4.5 years of building this program, a lot of the programs that are out there are very reactive. And we saw that personally in our father's life and our brother's life, where it's a lot of prescriptions and medications, and people aren't really getting the root cause of what's happening. They're also not getting to it at an early enough age.
Right, being proactive and treating it before it's even there.
Yeah. So just, even educating these kids before they even feel any of this stuff.
Sure.
So that when they start to deal with these emotions, they start to deal with these feelings, these circumstances, adversity in life, they really have sort of a playbook to go to and use and apply it to their life.
And a tool, yeah, you said playbook. I was thinking like a toolbox, same kind of thing. It's like they can go to it and say, okay, what tool or what play do I need to kind of take out of there and use in this certain situation?
Yeah.
And you're giving them those tools to be able to do that, which is really beautiful work that you're doing. So that's great. And I'm excited for you to get into more schools. And I'm thrilled that you're in APS already. So that's great that you're already in Akron Public and working with the kids there.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the event coming up. Dan, you want to share about the event?
Yeah, so the event is May 3rd at 3 o'clock at Springside Athletic Club in Fairlawn, Akron area. And we have brain wellness professionals in different areas, really, that tie into our curriculum, that are going to be setting up booths and creating learning experiences for the attendees. Bernie Kosar, Brown's legendary quarterback, is our keynote speaker.
Awesome.
He had actually he had dead midbrain at about 7-8 years ago.
Wow.
And he made some serious life changes and went holistic on a lot of different wellness choices. And he's reactivated that midbrain, reopened neural pathways, and it's really ignited his life, completely changed the trajectory of his future. And so he's going to be talking about that. I'm going to talk a little bit about the why, the passion, what we're trying to achieve with BEI. And we hope that people come out. We want kids out there. As many students as we can get to this event is what we want. Kids are free.
That's awesome.
Yeah, all of our stuff can be accessed on our socials. And we look forward to hopefully bringing out a lot of people.
Yeah, that's amazing. Briana, what are you looking forward to about the event?
I think I'm looking forward to probably communicating with some of our sponsors and our donors, the people that have supported us through the way. I'm really excited to kind of highlight them and show the community like really what BEI is about, but also the people that support us.
Yeah, and how the community has kind of rallied around you guys and been able to support you in doing this new adventure. And that's just really exciting, really great. So if people, again, one more time, if people want more information on BEI or about the event, how they can get tickets for the event, we want them to be able to do that as well. Where can they go?
So they just go to our socials. On Instagram, it's BEI_NEO. Facebook is just search Brain Enrichment Initiative and it'll pop up. LinkedIn is the same, Brain Enrichment Initiative. On there, it gives you the ability to go in through our Give Butter site, purchase tickets, sponsorships are available, gives a lot of information. Our website is bei-neo.org, where people can go to learn and see what we're doing, and a lot of the passion and sort of the build up to this whole, change that we're trying to ignite a movement, Sarah, about mental health. We know that this is a significant problem.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And I love that you are kind of coming at it in a little bit of a unique, different way. And I think that's what we need. We need, we need really amazing counselors and psychologists and all of that too. But we also need people coming at it from unique and different ways, because everyone is going to be able to help in a unique way. And so you guys are helping in a unique way. And I love that. Thank you for using your own stories for good. Taking those hard things in your own stories and using them for good, I think is one of the best things that we can do in our lives.
Absolutely.
So. Agree. Yeah. Thank you, Briana. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you both being here and excited for the event.
Awesome.
I get to be a part of that too. Good morning, Akron friends. So I'm excited to be able to help them out and to host that event on May 3rd. May 3rd. And so get those tickets, come on out, be a part of that event, learn more about the Brain Enrichment Initiative and what they're doing. Get them into these new schools. If you are, if you're a principal of a school watching right now or a teacher, contact them and see if maybe next year your school would be a good fit. All right. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.